Have you ever finished dinner only to find yourself reaching for a snack just before bed? Maybe a handful of chips, a sweet dessert, or even a warm glass of milk, thinking, what's the harm? I'll sleep better if I'm not hungry. But what if I told you that eating too close to bedtime doesn't just affect your digestion? It actually changes how your brain functions during sleep and can quietly steal away your deep, restorative rest every single night. So today, let's uncover the science behind late-night eating, how it impacts your brain, body, and sleep quality, and what you can do to fix it. Have you ever wondered why sometimes the same meal feels light and energizing during the day, but heavy and uncomfortable at night? You might have eaten the exact same portion, same calories, same food, but somehow your body reacts completely differently. It's not magic. It's your body clock, your circadian rhythm, quietly influencing everything from digestion to energy levels, hormone balance, and even your mood. And here's the fascinating part. It's not just what you eat that matters for your health. It's also when you eat. The timing of your meals can decide whether your food becomes fuel or slowly turns into fatigue. Let's break this down step by step and understand why the timing of food matters far more than most people realize. The hidden clock inside you. Inside every single cell of your body, from your brain to your stomach, there's a built-in clock. This network of clocks follows a 24-hour rhythm known as the circadian rhythm. Think of it like your body's orchestra. Your brain is the conductor, and all your organs, your liver, pancreas, gut, and muscles are the instruments. When the rhythm is in sync, the music flows beautifully. Your digestion is smooth, your metabolism runs efficiently, and your energy feels stable throughout the day. But when you disrupt this rhythm by eating at odd hours, skipping meals, or eating too close to bedtime, the music turns chaotic. Your internal organs start working against each other instead of with each other. The daytime mode, when your body is built for food. During the daytime, your body is in active mode. Your brain is alert, your muscles are ready for movement, and your digestive system is primed for work. Your pancreas releases insulin efficiently, which helps move glucose, sugar, from your food into your cells for energy. Your liver is ready to process nutrients. Your gut muscles contract rhythmically to help digestion. This is why breakfast and lunch are the best times to eat nutrient-dense meals. Your body wants energy during the day because it's designed to use it, not store it. It's almost like fueling up a car before a long trip. The fuel gets burned efficiently while you drive. In the same way, your body burns calories more effectively when the sun is up. Research from the Salk Institute and Harvard Medical School shows that our metabolism follows a circadian pattern. It's highest during the day and drops significantly after sunset. So, when you eat earlier in the day, you're aligning with nature's rhythm. You digest better, absorb nutrients more efficiently, and your body stays in metabolic harmony. The nighttime shift, when your body slows down. But as evening approaches, everything inside your body begins to slow down. Your core body temperature drops, your digestive enzymes become less active, and your pancreas releases less insulin. This is your body's way of saying it's time to rest, repair, and recover. At night, your system switches from digestion mode to restoration mode. Your body wants to focus on cell repair, detoxification, and hormone balance. So, if you eat a big meal or snack right before bed, you're forcing your digestive system to do heavy work when it's supposed to be shutting down. It's like asking your office staff to do overtime just when they were about to go home. Sure, they can still work, but not as efficiently. Mistakes happen, processes slow down, and the quality of output drops. In your body, that translates to indigestion, bloating, and poor sleep. The internal tug-of-war. When you eat late at night, something strange happens inside you. Your stomach receives food and sends a message. Hey, we've got incoming fuel. Let's digest. But at the same time, your brain, following your circadian rhythm, says, "No, it's night. Time to release melatonin and prepare for sleep." These two signals conflict. Your digestive organs stay active, but your sleep hormones start kicking in. Your body can't decide whether to digest or to rest. The result? Neither process happens properly. You end up with restless sleep, acid reflux, or grogginess the next morning. This tug-of-war also affects your hormones. Your insulin levels rise when they should be low. Your melatonin gets delayed, and your cortisol, the stress hormone, may spike during the night, making you feel anxious or wide awake. So, even though you might fall asleep after a meal, your sleep isn't truly restorative. It's shallow and fragmented. The science behind meal timing. Scientists call this concept chrononutrition, the study of how the timing of food affects health. Several studies have shown that people who eat their main meal earlier in the day tend to have better blood sugar control, metabolism, and weight regulation compared to those who eat the same meal late at night. In one experiment published in the journal Cell Metabolism, researchers compared two groups eating identical diets. The only difference? Their meal timing. The group that finished dinner earlier in the evening had lower insulin levels, better fat metabolism, and slept more deeply. Meanwhile, those who ate late showed elevated blood sugar levels overnight and reported feeling less rested the next morning. Your body is literally keeping track of when you eat, and it adjusts every system based on that timing. Why eating late confuses your brain. Your brain and digestive system communicate constantly. When you eat at night, you send a message to your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the part of your brain that controls circadian rhythm, that it's still daytime. In other words, late-night eating tricks your brain into thinking you should stay awake longer. Melatonin production slows down, your alertness stays higher than it should, and your sleep cycle shifts forward. This is why people who regularly snack at night often find it harder to fall asleep, or they wake up feeling like they didn't rest at all. Your brain simply didn't get the signal that night had begun. The domino effect on hormones and metabolism. This disruption doesn't stop at sleep. It ripples through your entire hormonal system. When your meal timing is misaligned with your body clock, these hormones go out of sync. Insulin controls blood sugar. Cortisol manages stress. Leptin and ghrelin regulate hunger and fullness. Melatonin regulates sleep. Once these get out of rhythm, your hunger cues, cravings, and energy levels all become chaotic. You might wake up not hungry, then crave sugar in the afternoon and feel wide awake at night. That's not lack of discipline. That's your body's internal rhythm being out of tune. What happens inside your body when you eat late? Let's imagine this. It's 10:30 p.m. You're lying on the couch watching TV, and you grab a bowl of noodles or a slice of pizza. As soon as you eat, your blood sugar rises. Your pancreas releases insulin to move that sugar into your cells. Normally, this is fine, but at night, your insulin sensitivity drops. That means your body doesn't process sugar as efficiently, so glucose lingers in your blood longer. And here's the problem. That late-night spike in blood sugar and insulin doesn't just affect your metabolism. It signals your brain to stay alert. Your body thinks it still needs to be awake and active because energy just arrived. This disrupts the release of melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. Studies have shown that eating within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime can delay melatonin secretion, making it harder to fall asleep, and once you do fall asleep, it reduces the amount of deep sleep you get. Deep sleep is when your body heals, your muscles repair, and your brain clears out waste, including the toxins linked to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. So by eating late, you're not just losing sleep, you're robbing your brain of its nightly detox process. The brain connection: why late meals mess with memory and mood. Here's where things get even more interesting. Your gut and brain are deeply connected through what's called the gut-brain axis. When you eat, your gut bacteria start breaking down food and releasing chemicals that influence your mood, cognition, and sleep hormones. If you eat heavy or processed foods before bed, especially high in sugar, fat, or refined carbs, your gut sends distress signals to your brain. That can lead to restlessness, nightmares, or poor REM sleep. REM sleep is crucial for memory consolidation, learning, and emotional balance. So, if you eat late, you're essentially trading your mental sharpness and emotional stability for a few minutes of late-night satisfaction. A 2021 study from the University of Arizona found that people who ate close to bedtime reported more frequent awakenings, poorer mood the next morning, and less cognitive focus throughout the day. And it's not just about sleep quality. Your brain's glymphatic system, the mechanism that cleans toxins while you sleep, works best when your body is in a fasted, resting state. Late eating reduces the brain's ability to flush out metabolic waste, leading to what many call brain fog the next morning. The physical side effects: what you feel next morning. If you've ever woken up feeling bloated, groggy, or heavy-headed, that's not just fatigue. It's a mix of poor digestion and disrupted hormones. Late-night eating can cause acid reflux or heartburn because you're lying down while food is digesting. Indigestion, as digestion slows at night. Interrupted sleep due to increased body temperature from digestion. Increased stress hormones like cortisol. And when cortisol levels rise at night, they suppress melatonin further, creating a vicious cycle. You go to bed tired, wake up groggy, reach for coffee and sugar to feel alert, and the whole cycle repeats. Your body starts depending on external energy sources because your natural recovery system is never allowed to work properly. How it affects weight, metabolism, and hormones. Now, let's talk metabolism. Eating late doesn't just affect sleep, it can alter your hunger hormones too. Your body produces two main appetite hormones. Ghrelin makes you feel hungry, leptin makes you feel full. When you eat too close to bedtime, the balance of these hormones is disrupted. You may wake up hungrier, crave more carbs, and find it harder to control your appetite during the day. Research from Harvard Medical School found that people who ate late at night, after 10 p.m., had slower metabolism, higher blood sugar, and stored more fat compared to those who ate the same meal earlier in the evening. Why? Because at night, your body prefers to store energy, not burn it. And over time, this can lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and even metabolic disorders, all while your brain suffers from poor quality rest. The emotional and psychological impact. Have you ever noticed that after a late dinner or midnight snack, you wake up feeling irritated, anxious, or mentally cloudy? That's not coincidence. Poor sleep disrupts neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which control your mood, motivation, and emotional balance. When your sleep is cut short or fragmented, your brain struggles to regulate these chemicals properly. The result? You become more reactive, stressed, and emotionally tired. This is why nutritionists often call the timing of eating just as important as what you eat. Because your body and brain don't just care about calories, they care about circadian alignment. What you should do instead. Practical tips. All right, so what's the ideal timing? Experts recommend finishing your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. That gives your body enough time to digest and settle before melatonin takes over. Here are some powerful strategies to fix late-night eating habits. Set a food cutoff time. For example, if you sleep at 11 p.m., finish eating by 8 p.m. Make it a daily rule. Your body loves routine. Eat a balanced dinner. Include protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats to stay satisfied longer. A good example: grilled vegetables, brown rice, and lentils or tofu. Avoid heavy or spicy foods at night. They increase stomach acid and can cause heartburn when you lie down. If you're genuinely hungry before bed, choose light options. Go for small portions of foods that promote sleep, like a banana, handful of nuts, or a cup of warm milk. Stay hydrated during the day. Sometimes what you think is hunger late at night is actually dehydration. Practice mindful eating. Stop using screens while eating. Your brain registers fullness better when you pay attention to the meal. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. A relaxed body temperature improves melatonin production. Respect your natural rhythms. Try eating and sleeping at consistent times. This trains your circadian rhythm to stay strong.
The mindset shift, a new way to see nighttime hunger. Let's talk about something that almost everyone struggles with. That quiet moment before bedtime when your mind says, just one more snack. It could be a handful of chips, a scoop of ice cream, or a quick bite of something sweet. You tell yourself it's harmless. After all, it's just a small treat, right? But here's the truth. Most of the time, that late-night craving isn't about hunger at all. It's about comfort. It's about your mind seeking calmness when the world finally goes silent.
The psychology behind late-night hunger. Throughout the day, our brains are constantly processing work, responsibilities, relationships, decisions. By the time night arrives, we're mentally and emotionally drained. That's when the brain craves a reward, something that releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. And food, especially high sugar or high-fat food, gives an instant dopamine hit. That's why you crave cookies or fried snacks at 10 p.m., not salad. Your brain isn't saying, I need nutrients. It's saying, I want comfort. I want relief. But here's where we often misunderstand this signal. We assume the craving is physical hunger, when in reality, it's emotional hunger. Your stomach isn't asking for fuel. Your mind is asking for peace.
The reframe. Comfort, not calories. So here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Instead of thinking, I need to eat something before bed, reframe it as, my body is asking for comfort, not calories. It's subtle but powerful, because when you see the craving as a message, not a need, you can respond differently. Maybe what you actually need isn't food, it's rest. Maybe it's hydration. Maybe it's connection, reflection, or just a few minutes of stillness. Your body communicates through sensations, and cravings are one of its languages. The trick is learning how to listen without reacting automatically. Understanding the root cause of night cravings. There are 3 major triggers behind nighttime hunger, and all of them are emotional, not physical. Stress. When cortisol, the stress hormone, is high in the evening, it suppresses your natural sleep hormone melatonin. Your brain stays alert, anxious, and to calm down, it seeks instant comfort from food. Boredom. Sometimes, when you finally slow down after a long day, your brain doesn't know what to do with silence. Food becomes a distraction from emptiness or routine. Fatigue. Ironically, when you're tired, your body misreads fatigue as hunger. Lack of sleep increases ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and decreases leptin, the fullness hormone. So even if you've eaten enough, you feel like you need more. So, before you reach for a snack, ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Am I tired? Lonely? Anxious? Restless? Often, the craving will fade the moment you name the emotion.
A new nighttime ritual. If you want to break the cycle of late-night eating, you don't have to rely on willpower. You just need a ritual. Here's how you can retrain your body and mind. Step 1. Create a wind-down routine. About an hour before bed, dim the lights, reduce screen time, and let your body know it's time to shift gears. You can take a warm shower, listen to calming music, or read something light.
This sends a message to your nervous system it's safe to relax. Step 2. Replace food with soothing alternatives. Instead of snacks, try a cup of warm chamomile or ashwagandha tea, journaling your thoughts for 5 minutes, doing deep breathing or meditation, massaging your hands or feet with coconut oil or lavender balm. These activities release oxytocin and serotonin, the same calming hormones that food temporarily triggers. Step 3. Reflect before you eat. If you still feel hungry, pause for 2 minutes. Take a sip of water and ask yourself, would I eat a bowl of plain oatmeal right now? If the answer is no, it's emotional hunger. If the answer is yes, it might be real hunger, and that's okay. Just keep it light and balanced, like a small banana, a handful of nuts, or a spoon of yogurt. Why your brain thanks you for fasting at night. When you stop eating at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep, something magical happens inside your body. Your digestive system finally gets time to rest. Your insulin levels drop. Your growth hormone, which repairs muscles and tissues, rises. And your brain activates its glymphatic system, which flushes out toxins accumulated during the day. This cleansing process is vital for memory, emotional balance, and focus. But when you eat late, this system slows down, leaving you foggy and groggy in the morning. So, every time you skip that late-night snack, remember, you're not depriving yourself, you're healing yourself.
Breaking the habit gently. You don't have to stop all at once. Habits are formed through repetition, not punishment. Start by simply observing your cravings for a few nights. Notice when they happen. Notice what triggers them. Keep a short journal, just a sentence or two each night. Example: craved chocolate after watching a stressful show. Felt hungry after scrolling social media. Wanted something crunchy after a long work call. Once you see the pattern, you'll realize your cravings aren't random. They're emotional echoes. And the more awareness you build, the less control they'll have over you.
The energy of rest. Think of your nighttime like recharging a phone. When you sleep, your body restores every system: digestion, immunity, brain function, hormones. But if your digestive system is still busy processing food, it's like charging your phone while still using it for heavy apps. It never reaches full battery. So when you go to bed light and peaceful, your sleep deepens, your dreams become calmer, and your mornings start brighter. Rebuilding your relationship with food. This journey isn't about restriction, it's about respect. Respecting your body's rhythm, respecting your emotions without numbing them with food, and respecting your need for real rest. When you stop eating late, you'll notice something subtle. You wake up lighter, your mind feels clearer, and your cravings during the day become easier to manage. Because nighttime peace creates daytime energy.
Final message: give your brain a better night's rest. Remember, sleep is not just downtime. It's active healing time for your brain and body. When you eat too close to bedtime, you rob yourself of that powerful restoration process. But the good news is, you can fix it. By making small changes in your evening habits, you can transform your sleep, energy, and even your mental clarity. Start by giving your body a 3-hour food-free window before bed. You'll notice lighter sleep, clearer mornings, and a sharper mind. Your brain doesn't just need sleep. It needs uninterrupted, high-quality rest, and that starts with what and when you eat. So tonight, when you feel that late craving, pause for a second and ask yourself, do I want a quick taste now or a clear mind tomorrow morning. Because real satisfaction doesn't come from the fridge. It comes from waking up feeling truly refreshed.